Hello everyone. In this video, we will program another problem statement. The problem statement is vehicle has to move from point A to point B, take a U-turn at point B, come back to point A, take a U-turn so that it is standing in the same place and in the same direction as it started. So as always, to start programming, we need curious mind block. And then we need to make the motors ready, accept command. So set up left motor, set up right motor, and we should now start going forward. For that, rotate left motor, rotate right motor. We know that for going forward, the left motor has to rotate in an anti-clockwise direction. Now we want to reach point B and it takes 2 seconds to reach point B, so we will wait for 2 seconds. So we have reached point B now, and now we want to turn. Remember, when we used vehicle forward command for turning, that is for getting a soft turn, what we did was we had a differential speed between two motors. So left motor and right motor were not rotating at the same speed, they were rotating at different speed. So if I use, let's say, speed 150 here, I know the vehicle is going to rotate or turn towards right. And I can keep this 0 as well. If I keep it 0, it will turn to right with right wheel stationary and only left wheel moving. So it will swivel around the right wheel. We will use this same understanding for turning. So what we need left motor, we need right motor. Left motor needs to keep on going forward, which means it has to rotate anti-clockwise. Right motor, we want to stop, so it will rotate at 0 speed. Thus it will start taking turn towards right with the right motor fixed at its place. The turn also needs a finite time, so we need to ensure that this action is executed for a finite time. Now let's assume that it takes 1 second to complete the 180-degree turn, which is a U-turn. This is an assumption. We will have to see whether that is correct, or we have to adjust this wait time based on what we see on ground. Now it has taken the complete turn and it needs to go forward. So again, it will be left motor, right motor, left motor anti-clockwise for forward, both at the same speed. From A to B, it took 2 seconds to reach. So from B to A, again it will take 2 seconds. Same distance, same speed, so same time. And when it is reached A, we want to take a U-turn again. So again, left motor anti-clockwise and right motor 0. So it starts taking turn. We are assuming that it takes 1 second for a 180-degree turn. So we'll give 1 second. And finally, we want to stop. Stop left motor and stop right motor. Let's look at this code once again. Here, this first code, this one is taking vehicle from point A to point B. Then this second set of command is making a vehicle turn right direction for 180 degrees. Now here we have said that this wait 1 second is an approximation we have used. We need to run this program, see how much it rotates. If it is rotating less than 180 degree, we need to increase this wait time. If it is rotating more than 180 degree, we need to reduce this. Then we are moving forward, so from B to A. And when we reach A, we need to again take a 180-degree turn. And then finally, we stop. Now let's try to make this program more efficient. I see a lot of redundant commands, lot of commands which are repeated, which are not required. For example, When we are going forward, we are rotating the left motor anti-clockwise direction and we are rotating the right motor clockwise direction. When we are turning, we are doing the same. Left motor is anti-clockwise, right motor is clockwise. The speed of left motor is same, the speed of right motor is changed. So if we see this command is performing the same action, we are not making any change, then why should we do this? Because left motor is already moving in anti-clockwise direction at 255 speed. We don't want to tell left motor again to continue doing same. So we don't need this command. What we need is only make the right motor 0. Now if you see here, the next one, left motor is still rotating at 255 speed anti-clockwise. So that is still happening. So why do we need that? We don't need it. What we need is we need just change the right motor speed to 255 again. Again here, finally we see left motor is still rotating anti-clockwise and we don't need to tell it again that you have to rotate anti-clockwise. So it goes back. But here we want to stop left motor, so we need to give this command. We want to stop right motor, so we need to give. So if you see, let's assume that there are two boys, boy A and boy B. Boy is running and boy B also is running. So I tell them, okay, run at full speed. Now after some while I want to tell boy B to run slowly. Do I again need to give command to boy A to run at the same speed? No, because boy A is running. Wherever I want to make change, only that place I need to give a second command. If there is no change, I don't need to give another command or use the same command again. And that is what we are doing here. The left motor, there is no change. It is continuously rotating anti-clockwise at this speed. Even while turning, it is rotating same. So we don't need to tell it again and again. Okay, so that's how we can make this program more efficient.